Think you know where most people moving to Austin are coming from? I'll give you a hint. Yes, California is still at the top of the list. But there's another state coming up fast and a couple of more on the list that might genuinely surprise you. In this video, we're digging into the latest migration trends that are literally reshaping the real estate market here in Austin. I'll break down top states people are leaving and why they're choosing Austin specifically. If you're thinking about moving here or just trying to make sense of the market, you're in the right place. In case you don't know me, I'm Shannon Green, a local realtor here in Austin, Texas. I've lived here since the 90s and I help people relocate, settle in, and navigate this market without the overwhelm. Whether you're coming from California, New York, Illinois, or just coming from across town, my job is to help you find the right neighborhood, the right home, and to make smart decisions along the way. So if you're curious about where all of our new neighbors are coming from and what it means for you as a buyer or seller, then let's dive in.
Are you thinking about relocating to Austin and the surrounding areas? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide. This will save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers, best hospitals, and a boatload of other things you might need to know, this guide will assist you in making your move to Austin. The best part is it's 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. I hope that helps.
All right, let's talk numbers because the data on where people are moving from is pretty fascinating. According to the 2024 Texas Relocation Report, more than 668,000 people moved into Texas in just 1 year. That's like adding a city the size of Boston into our state of Texas. And the top 5 states sending people to Texas are, number 1, no surprise, is California, with over 102,000 people making the move. That's the equivalent of the population of Round Rock moving in and heading our way into the city. Next up on the list is Florida, with over 41,000 people moving here. You think it's the warmer weather? And I think we have that covered. But Texas still offers more affordability and more space. Florida's insurance rates, especially for homeowners, have skyrocketed in the past years due to hurricane and flood risk. In some areas, it's become almost insurable or simply unaffordable. In Austin, while premiums have gone up like everywhere, it's still nowhere near what many Floridians are facing. And that's definitely pushing some of them to look elsewhere. Then we have New York sending over 30,000 new Texans. For many of them, it's about lifestyle and cost of living. The taxes there, the rent, the weather, it can wear people down. And some are just ready for a slower pace, more sunshine, and maybe the ability to own a home with a yard. Illinois and Arizona round out the list, each of them contributing 25,000 to 27,000 residents. For folks from Illinois, especially some from the Chicago area, property taxes and harsh winters are big motivators. I've heard from people who are just tired of the snow, the taxes, and the long commutes. And with Arizona, it's interesting. A lot of people are moving from places like Phoenix, where it's just gotten more expensive and crowded. Austin still offers sunshine and open space, but with a more laid-back culture, a stronger job scene for some industries, and of course, way more green than deserts. And sometimes it's just that, a change of scenery. So why do we care about these numbers in Austin? Because a big chunk of these people are landing right here in Central Texas. And they're bringing with them different expectations for homes, budgets, lifestyles, which shifts the local market more than people realize. So we've looked at the top states sending people to Texas. But now let's drill down into which cities are feeding directly into Austin. According to U-Haul's 2024 Growth Index, Austin ranked number 5 in the nation for inbound one-way moves. That's not just a blip. That's a long line of people pulling up with their truck and staying for good. The top metro areas we're seeing are Los Angeles, San Francisco Bay Area, Chicago, New York City, and Phoenix. And this trend isn't just happening on paper. I've seen it firsthand. I've worked with a couple from the LA area recently. They've been renting for years because buying where they were just wasn't feasible for them. They really wanted to put down roots for their kids, for their future, and finally become homeowners. One of them worked remotely, the other one was in healthcare. So being near their job at the hospital was really important, as well as being in good schools. Their budget was around $900,000, which might sound like a lot, but in the part of California where they were in, the kind of home they would have wanted would have easily cost well over $1 million. Here in Austin, they are able to buy in Central Austin a beautiful home, great schools, and lots of walkability to things. They're near shops, parks, close to work, and get this, they cut their commute down from round trip an hour and a half down to 22 minutes round trip. That's more than a full hour of their day back. What does that mean for them? More time with their family, less stress, and a lifestyle that finally matches the one that they have been dreaming about. And that's the common thread I'm seeing in a lot of new clients. They're not just looking for an affordable house, they're looking for time back, for more space, for a lifestyle that's just a little more balanced. Let's do a quick comparison. Median home price in San Francisco, over 1.2 million. In Los Angeles, just under 900,000. And in Austin, right over 590,000. That is the city of Austin I'm talking about. This price gap alone helps people reimagine what's possible. Now, buyers coming from different cities bring different expectations. Someone coming from New York City might be asking about transit and walkability. Someone coming from Phoenix might be looking for more space and a community feel. Helping people find the right fit here based on where they're coming from is a big part of what I do, and I love that challenge. But price isn't the only reason people are coming here. In this next section, let's talk about the why behind the move. What's really pulling people to Austin beyond the cost of a home?
Now for the question of the day. For those of you that are considering moving to Austin, where are you moving from, and why are you moving from the area where you live now? I'm truly curious, so leave a comment below and let me know. And better yet, email, text me, or call me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. My information should pop up on the screen.
So we've talked about where people are coming from. Now let's talk about why Austin keeps ending up at the top of their list. First up is affordability. Compared to cities like San Francisco or New York City, the cost of living is a lot more approachable. The median home price in San Francisco, again, is around 1.2 million. In Austin, just over 590,000. And that difference isn't just about price. It's about what you actually get for your money. In Austin, that could be a newer home, more space, and often a big yard or like a designated office in your home that you might not have now. Plus, no state income tax helps your paycheck go a little bit further here. Yes, our property taxes are higher, but in the big picture, we still end up coming out ahead. Then there's the job market. Austin has exploded as a tech and innovation hub. We're home to Tesla's Gigafactory, Oracle, and legacy players like Dell Computer. But it's not just the big names. There are tons of startups, healthcare systems, creative agencies, and remote-friendly businesses here. We're talking companies like Atlassian, Iodine Software, and even Meta. If you're in tech, finance, healthcare, education, there's opportunity here. And then there's the lifestyle, which is honestly what seals the deal for a lot of people. Austin is casual, outdoorsy, creative, and super friendly. You can dress however you want, bring your dog almost anywhere, and strike up a conversation with someone at the farmer's market or even in line at a taco truck. And there's so much to do here at every price point. You want a low-key day? You can rent a kayak on Lady Bird Lake or bring your own blow-up paddleboard. You can do a morning hike in the Barton Creek Greenbelt. All of these things are practically free. You want something big? We've got festivals year-round, from South by Southwest to ACL, Blues on the Green, Pecan Street Festival, Trail of Lights. I could go on. Whether you're into food, music, art, fitness, dogs, or just people watching, there is something happening in this city almost every weekend, and often for free or super low cost. So when people say they're moving here for the lifestyle, this is what they mean. It's not just what you can buy here, it's how you can live. And that's what keeps drawing people in. I've lived here since the days of Keep Austin Weird, back when that really meant something. And yeah, a lot of people say that vibe is gone now because the city has grown and changed so much. But I lived that era, and let me tell you, it was so much fun. And even though things have changed and evolved, we've gained so much in return. There are more restaurants, more music venues, more stores and creative spaces than we've ever had before. It's a new version of Austin, but it's still never, ever boring. All right, so we've talked about why people are moving here. Now let's talk about what that's actually doing to the housing market. And I want to point something out. When people talk about the Austin market, they're often lumping in a pretty big area. There's the city of Austin, of course, but there's also a broader Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos, we call it an MSA area. That includes Travis, Williamson, Bastrop, Hayes, and Caldwell counties. So places like Cedar Park, Georgetown, Manor, Kyle, Buda, all of these areas are lumped into that MSA area. Here's what the Austin Board of Realtors reported in March of 2025. In the city of Austin, the median sales price was just over $590,000. That's up 5.5% from March of last year. In the broader MSA area with all those counties we just talked about, the median price was $446,000, which is holding almost flat with less than a 1% dip from last year. So if you're wondering where the pricing pressure is showing up, it's really inside the city where the demand is. This remains strong, especially in these walkable central type neighborhoods where there's so much to do and easy access to everything. At the same time, active listings across the MSA were up 19%. And new listings in the city alone were up by 17.3%. This is typical to see this kind of upswing in the spring, but these numbers are strong. So for buyers, there are more options now than we've had in a long time, which is great. But sellers still have an advantage, especially when the home is move-in ready or priced right. I'm also watching how long homes are staying on the market. In the city of Austin, the average days on market is right at 65 days. In the MSA, all the surrounding areas included, it's around 78 days, so a little bit longer. So homes are taking longer to sell than they did back in the days of the frenzy, but they are selling. The average close to list price is at 94%. This is for both areas, the city of Austin and the surrounding areas included. What that means is homes are selling pretty close to asking price, but there's definitely room for negotiation in some. And don't forget, a lot of new buyers coming into Austin, especially from places like California or New York, are coming with cash or big down payments. This can make competition tight in certain price points, especially that under $700,000 price point. But here's the good news. If you're a buyer, this is the most balanced the Austin market has been in a long time. You've got more inventory, more breathing room, and less pressure to make an offer after a 5-minute showing. And if you're a seller, you can still get a great price, especially if your home is well staged, well maintained, and priced right. I'm going to say that again. Well staged, well maintained, and priced right. This is where we are seeing those homes in more competitive situations. So it's not the wild market of 2021 anymore, but it's not dead either. It's just shifting. And if you know what you're doing, that can be a really good thing.
Hey guys, Shannon Green here. And as much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love more. That's helping families like you make the move here to Austin, Texas. I've helped countless families make the move. So whether you're coming out next week, next month, or next year, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description in case you missed that on-screen pop-up. And I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to Austin.
So Austin is still growing, and the people coming here, they're coming from all over for all kinds of reasons. Lower cost of living, job changes, lifestyle changes, or just wanting more space and time with their family. I've lived here since 1994. I've seen the weird days, the boom days, and everything in between. And I still believe that Austin has something special to offer. Whether you're thinking about relocating or just trying to understand the market, I'd love to be a resource for you. I work with buyers and sellers across Austin and the surrounding communities, helping people figure out not just where they want to live, but how to make smart, confident decisions when it's time to move. If you want to talk through your options, grab my free relocation guide. It's linked below, or feel free to call me, text me, or email me anytime. I'm always happy to chat. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, share it with someone that you know that might be moving in the Austin area or moving to Austin from somewhere else. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.